In this section, we're going to discuss overloaded methods. An overloaded method is a method that has the exact same name as another method. In fact, we can have more than two with the same name, but there has to be a difference, otherwise there would be a syntax error. The difference is the number, the order, and or the type of the parameters that the method takes. Now the reason that is because an overloaded method semantically is the same idea working with different data. In the old days, when we wrote C code, the compiler would not allow two or more methods to have the same name. If we had the same function we needed to do, like absolute value, that took an integer and another one that took a double, we would have to name the second function somewhat differently. And that destroys, to some degree, the meaning, because I can say ABS for absolute value with integers, and it makes sense. And I could say ABS2 for working with doubles. And although I get the idea that ABS is absolute value, the 2 throws it off. Java changed that and made it to where we could name two different methods the same thing. In this case, we would say ABS that took an integer parameter and ABS that took a double parameter. The difference is in the parameter list. Semantically, that is the meaning of it, doesn't change with the type of data. The absolute value is always going to be mathematically the same idea. So with an overloaded method, we keep the name the same, we just pass it different data. But take care when writing overloaded methods. Type promotion, which is where smaller data types are promoted up to larger data types, may cause some ambiguous situations resulting in syntax errors. The book shows a few examples, and I think it's wise to take the versions of the overloaded methods you want and ensure that the data types are different enough that type promotion won't affect you on an ordinary basis. Obviously, if we had absolute value that took a double and had no int version, trying to take the absolute value of an integer would work. It would get promoted to double. But stick with the integer types for integer values. Stick with floating point types, double. Try not to make them convert from integer to double in most cases. That's just a general rule of thumb to prevent this potential ambiguous situation.